I have to be honest, this is probably one of the most favorite of videos that I've ever recorded, mainly because when I was a real chubster, and I mean a real chubster, don't get me wrong, still have my challenges just like probably you do, right? Is bread was the demon. It was the absolute demon. It bloated me up, it made me tired, and yes, it made me fat. And when I was trying to lose weight, my goodness, it was tricky when I was eating too much of that fodder. Okay, so in this video, what I want to do, and by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you, as I'm supposed to always say, smash the subscribe button and the like button so that you receive my videos if you like them and they help you. Okay, so in my normal informal manner, what I want to talk about in this video is how you can actually eat less of this stuff, right? Now, it may be you're like me and you don't want to give it up completely, and therefore you just want to regain control. And that is where the key is. It is all about your mind control. This isn't about just telling you to eat different things all the time, even though I'll include some of those things in this video. This is about you getting control back. You getting control back so that you regain control over your weight. Right, note time. What have I put down for you today? Right, first of all, let's have a look. Let's have a look at some alternatives. Okay, these are the alternatives that I explored that actually one or two of them I quite like, and I have to say they work a treat. So the first one, well, the thing to say here is you've got a choice. You either go cold turkey. I'm not really a fan of cold turkey, but it can work for some people. But also, you know, what you can do is desensitize yourself away from eating so much of the bread. I've got an itchy nose. Hang on, there you go. Right. So first alternatives, the first one I want to talk about is the one that I love. I loved this one, right? And it's big, nice lettuce leaves. Now, you're probably thinking, lettuce leaves? I don't want to eat a lettuce leaf. Well, you haven't got to just eat a lettuce leaf, may I tell you. Because what you do is you get two large lettuce leaves and you make that into a sandwich. And what I did when I was trying this is because I like turkey and I like chicken, I had chicken sandwiches, right? And I made them very salad fueled, salad fueled. Did it fill me up? I wouldn't say it was quite as heavy in my stomach as bread is, but did it fill me up? It did pretty well. It did pretty well, okay, because I included egg inside the lettuce sandwich. I've got to be honest with you, do try the lettuce sandwich and stick with it. Give it a go, because actually, once you get your chops into that, you may well be saying ta to the bread, okay? Okay, that's the first one. My second one that I want you to give consideration to is this was lovely, an avocado breakfast sandwich. So what I did was I managed to get a really quite a large avocado. Obviously, I peeled it and I sliced it down, took out the big stove because they're quite huge, aren't they? They're like, well, yeah. Anyway, I did it. And what I did, I put some bacon on the top of one, and I put an egg, and I put a bit of tomato, a bit of salt, a bit blah blah blah. Other side of the avocado on top of it, delicious, absolutely delicious, guys. I really recommend you do this. The avocado breakfast sandwich. It's lovely. It really is. And of course, avocados are great. What else have we got here? Having said that, I know some people detest avocado. You either love them or hate them, don't you? Now the next one I tried, I didn't like it. It got very messy, but I'm going to share it with you because it may be one that you quite like. It was the rice paper sort of rolls, rice paper. For me, it was okay. I found it got a little bit messy, but it's one you might want to try out, okay, for yourselves. Now, the next one was quite surprising, and I did try this one. I had to find some really big apples. And what you do, because you've got a really big apple, is you make two reasonably thick slices from that big apple, okay? So it's like two slices of bread, if you know what I mean. So you got your two slices of apple, and what you can do is put your stuff, your filling inside it. Now, you might be thinking, what, putting chicken or turkey with an apple and that sort of thing? That's what I felt. That's exactly what I thought. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what, that apple sandwich was delicious. And apples are a filler. They really are a filler. Did it taste lovely? It tasted beautiful. Give it a go. Let me know what you think, because I tell you what, I now love apple sandwiches. Delicious, and obviously great for the old health as well. Overall, have I got anything else I want to say on here? Oh yeah, the final one again is lovely. Get a massive sweet potato, right? Get some big sweet potatoes, cook it, slice it down the middle, open it, fill it. Of course, you know, with chicken and whatever else you like, your protein stuff, and a bit of egg, bit of salad, all of that sort of stuff, or you can have vegetables, whatever. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And I tell you what else it did. It helped fix my sweet tooth at lunchtime. Yeah, at lunchtime. And of course, what I do with sweet potatoes, you can cook them the night before, and I found it was absolutely delicious. So sweet potato, get the really big one, slice it down the middle, put your stuff on. Other side, the other half of the sweet potato on top. Tell you what, sip some nice, you know, a nice juice with it or whatever, or a glass of water. Talking of which, I'll have a drink in a minute. And I have to say, that is lovely and very, very filling. What's interesting is when I said ta to the bread, or eating as much of it, my energy level, my own vibrancy, all of that sort of thing, and my own health has took a boost. It really has. So I recommend that you seriously look at those alternatives. There's one or two other things that I want to mention in this video, though. I want you to think mindset here, and I want you to be thinking about hypnotizing the bread away, so to speak. Now, what did I have here? Yes, this might sound, and it always does, a little weird, but when you look at bread, when you look at your bread, okay, and if it's teasing you, talk to it. What I want you to do is slow down so your cognition is clicked into place, right, in the right way, and you actually mentally talk to this stuff in terms of telling it you are now proud and in control, that you have the control over it. It has no longer the control over you. Okay, you can use some expletives as well. So if you want to tell it to off, you can do, of course, and all of that sort of stuff. But mentally tell it, because I want your mind to regain the control. Okay, I want you to get into the practice of talking to foods that you want to eat less of and you want to be more in control of. So talk to the bread. The second thing is, if you're having the lettuce sarnie, which is one of my little favorites right now, is also, if bread's around, again, talk to it. Yeah, that you are now satisfied. Remember to keep it positive. Your internal diction needs to be very positive. Telling yourself all of the time, that you are satisfied, you're in control, that you're smiling, because now, especially when you look into that wardrobe, that closet, so to speak, you'll be looking at those clothes smiling, rather than feeling a little bit brassed off with it all. Okay, so make sure you do that, please. I command that to you in my normal Steve Miller way. Now, the other thing, of course, you can do is you can, as much as you can do when it's safe to do so, of course, is you can use self-hypnosis to actually regain control over this stuff. Yeah, and when you've got control, and what you can do here, let me tell you how to do this, is you find somewhere that's safe to do it. Obviously, you just close your eyes, you'll imagine a peaceful scene, you'll count down 10 to 1, and then you will wallop into your mind a beautiful scene, a success, you know, being like a winner, where you are in control of this kind of stuff. If you can imagine it, well, someone said to me once, you know, and they were right. I said to them, what do you think hypnosis is then? Because as you know, I use hypnosis as one of the key tools to help people to lose weight. And that person said, well, it's imagining shit differently. And do you know what? That person's right. If you can imagine shit differently, you can do it. That's what hypnosis is. Have I got anything? Yeah, make sure when you're doing this sort of stuff, when you're thinking about moving forward, and there's one other thing that I do want to say, actually, move forward with my 3 E's. I want to make sure I get these right, because these came to me this morning. Be enthused about you. Be enthused and excited about you as well. That's the second E. And finally, excel in what I mean by that is, every time you have the control over the bread, make sure that inside yourself, mentally, you're rewarding yourself, you're excelling at this and telling yourself, because look at how bread, one slice of bread, right? And what I do is we normally have 2 slices, don't we, on a sarnie? So I've got 2 slices here, and if you go like that, you really crunch it up. Whatever, because this is quite good as well. You just imagine that stuck on the gut, stuck on your guts, and that weighing. You can actually see it looks like fat, doesn't it? You can actually imagine that weighing on you, right? And I don't want it weighing on you because I don't want you miserable and feeling down about yourself, right? Look at it. That's what happens when it drops down inside us. That's how I think of it anyway. On that note, hope it's useful. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you click that subscribe button and get more from me, Steve Miller, from Fatnosis. On that note, I'll send lots of love. Get on and do it. Let me know how you get on. No excuses. JFDI. Yes, just fucking do it. Love you lots. Bye for now.